Please hold.
The reason I'm not shocked or disappointed is because what they are telling us now is what I've been expecting.
Julius Malema once said this about Floyd Shivambu.
The deputy president of the EFF said to the leadership of the EFF, he brought his financial statement. And we looked at the financial statement, we went through the financial statement, we cannot locate any money from the VBS. I'm not scared of Floyd. If Floyd has stolen money, he will be punished accordingly. Give me something that demonstrates that Floyd benefited from the VBS. Not a single day did I feel that Floyd is in a business of trying to betray me. Yes, never, not on a single day, showed me any sign of disrespect. Yes, always showed maximum respect to me and always expressed his views to me in a respectful manner. There's never been a day where I thought me and Floyd will not see each other the following day. We've always looked forward to seeing each other, to exchange ideas robustly. But there's something boring about him. Every time we drink, he waits until he gets sharp, and then he isolates me to a corner and wants to sharpen some idea he believes I didn't hear it properly. And that time I'm focused on dancing, even when I don't know how to dance. The guy will be trying to put some perspective into my mind, but he doesn't know because I'm more experienced than him. I will call either Mbuyiseni or Vuyani and say, come and listen here. This is a very important point. Then he comes and shifts his focus to Mbuyiseni or Vuyani. That way I disappear. And then I will see him the other day. Shame, Floyd. I don't even know what you are asking about. Like, in the past 10 years, there's never been anything that suggests me and Floyd have got fundamental differences. Nothing. We disagree on approach. This one may be this way, that way, and that we can fight and even think of not speaking to each other with Floyd. I didn't know that Floyd did an interview and said our differences. I was going to call him immediately. Which ones are those? I don't have a... You know, there are clowns here in the EFF who think they know us, ne? Who think they were nothing without them. Yeah, who behave in some narcissist way, in a very egoistic way. You will never feel that with Floyd. No. So I don't know, Shem. Hey, you'll have to slaughter cows for that fight to happen. It will never happen. That's what the enemy wishes for. He will speak for himself, but from where I'm sitting, I told my son, if I die, you must contact Uncle Floyd so that you guys work together in consultation with your mother on the program of the funeral. So why would I entrust someone with such a responsibility if I've got problems with?
Listening very well to Julius Malema, you can tell at what point Julius Malema used to trust Floyd Shivambu. But this left us with one question in mind. Did Floyd Shivambu betray Julius Malema, yes or no? The answer to this question, it is yes. In order for you to understand why we say yes, have listened for yourself to Julius Malema on how he get to express his feelings on the kind of betrayal that Floyd Shivambu had manifested toward him.
Comrades, when you lose some votes, you are going to lose some friends. In revolution, you must all accept. There will be days those you trust turn against you. It's not only in revolution, even in our personal lives. Those we trust one day they will wake up like strangers and people who are not known to us, especially as we keep on losing votes. You must know every vote you lose, you stand a chance of losing so many opportunists who are coming to you and closer to you because they thought you are about to become something. It doesn't only happen in politics. It happens even in families. You must be alive to that reality. I thank all of you for your messages and your Bible verses. I even thought someone died or something because it was read chapter what and chapter this and we will not be betrayed today only. We'll be betrayed into the future. But ours doesn't belong to us only. We inherited it from those who died.
So Julius Malema, he did not hide his feelings or his emotions regarding all these matters that has been taking place in the EFF right now. The man, he managed to express his feelings on how he sees the whole situations by even revealing some of the secret which me and you we were not aware about. Julius Malema, he had to explain to all the fighters who were seated right there that he never betrayed anyone. Instead, is the one who's being betrayed by the man that he trusted the most.
Comrades, I'm very proud that I stand before you today. There's no single one of them who can ever say I betrayed them. I've never sold anyone in my entire life. People used me. People used me for self-enrichment. People became what they became. I never used them for anything. I can tell you now, when they were accused of killing Godrich's daughter, I stood up for them. If I had a problem with them, I would have been a political opportunist and said, you are now accused of a serious allegation. You need to step aside or step down while we're investigating. I said they will never do that. I didn't have to talk to them. That's how much I believed in these comrades. Had something like that be said about me, were they going to say, not him? Had something about me raping a person said about me, something about rape about me being said, will they say the same thing about me? That not him. But I said without asking them twice whether you were there or not, I said, it's not true. I don't know the facts, but it will never happen. They will never have done that. At every opportunity in their private conversations and in their own cocoons, they took that opportunity to discredit me and speak very bad of me. And they thought I didn't know about it. I know them for who they are. But because I chose you, I choose to live with them for the sake of the unity of our movement.
Now, we all know that in the world of politics, something such as a betrayal is not something that can go unpunishable. Something such as a betrayal is not something that you can take lightly. Because in politics, there's only two ways of getting rid of one another. It is either they get to finish your political careers or they get to eliminate you physically. And that's how these things works. Look around the world, look around Africa continent through the different leadership that have taken place. You will see that whenever the betrayal is taking place, well, there is only one person who have to come out as the winner. Now, is Julius Malema safe at the moment after surviving this kind of betrayal? What guarantee do we have that Julius Malema is in a good conditions or a good health after he had to go through this kind of betrayal? Because even himself, Julius Malema, is kind of like questioning himself, asking question, what if these people have poisoned me?
I now ask myself, what if these people poisoned me? Because every time I stood up to go to a bathroom, I gave over my glass to them. That's how much close these people were to me. That which you see, I've seen it before. that those who were very close to me, I woke up one day, they were nowhere to be found. That those who betrayed me today were the closest after my wife to my glass of water.
That is Julius Malema, who's asking this kind of questions. Already you can tell that the people that he trusted the most, people that will leave his glass of drink to go to the toilet and trust these people, they are no longer being part of him. These people, they don't want to be working with him anymore. So, and you can tell that these people, they've been fighting him behind his back without him realizing. And we all know, as I said earlier on, in politics it is either they eliminate you physically by poisoning you, by assassinating you, or by killing you in any way possible that they can be able to be getting its access to your life. Or they have to eliminate you by destroying your careers so that you won't be able to stand for some positions, so that you won't be able to be qualified for a certain kind of positions within your political party. And that is how these things works. That's why we have people such as Thomas Sankara, who was a victim from his own best friend. You guys even had Julius Malema giving an example of Thomas Sankara saying that he was betrayed by his own people who were more close to him.
We should be able to learn from history that Thomas Sankara was killed by those who were close to him. But the killing of Thomas Sankara by those who were close to him never deterred you from joining the struggle. Actually, you use that principle and determination.
What Julius Malema was trying to say here is that he's being betrayed by the people that he trusted the most, people who were close to him, as much Sankara was betrayed by his friends. Julius Malema is saying these words while he's still alive. Julius Malema is saying this word while still looking in good health conditions. But what guarantee do we have that these people, they have not yet hurt Julius Malema through a poisons or any kind of things? What guarantee do we have that these people won't try to kill Julius Malema in the near future? Because whether we like it or not, these people, they are co-founders of the EFF. They had invested a lot of sacrifice, sweat, and a lot of work so that this EFF can be the way we are seeing it today. And them accepting to go and leave everything behind, while Julius Malema will have to come and also address these points, these matters in front of fighters. This, of course, it will make these people become even more good enemy for Julius Malema. So guys, this is not matters that we need to take it more lightly. We need to see beyond all this what will happen next. Because if Julius Malema can give this example of where he get to ask himself questions, what if these people, they had poisoned me? Guys, as we will suggest for Julius Malema to go for a poison test, they should do a proper checkup of the entire body. Because as I insist on saying that in politics, the politicians, they have the way of eliminating one another. These people, they've been fighting Julius Malema within the EFF and trying to put him down so that they can take over. What guarantee do you have that maybe they have not already started poisoning him? So I think it's a good idea for Julius Malema to go for a proper medical checkup, where they have to check up everything, so whether he's already having a poison in his body or not. Because we might be seeing these things as a simple move, which Floyd Shivambu and some members of the EFF had made. But you never know, maybe there's something which has been taking place for so long, or maybe Julius Malema has been killed already so long through a poisons which have to kill him slow by slow. And now that they are about to feel like it's the right moment for these things to take place, and they want now to jump out of them from the border so that no one should not be blamed for that. So guys, we should pay attention to what Julius Malema said here. This is a man who's having that fear of his life now, that okay, but I used to trust these people. I used to eat with them. I used to sleep with them in the same hotel and everything. I used to attend different events with these same people. I used to confide in them with my problems. And yet today they're just waking up and letting go of me just like that. What if these people have done 1, 2, 3, 4? That it is what Julius Malema is worried about now. And I think all of us as Pan-Africans, we should be worried already about such a thing. Because remember, if they want to eliminate you, they won't look for someone who come far. They'll use someone who's right next to you, someone who will have to be propose a certain kind of benefit which will let to benefit beyond your death. And we all know that so far, as we had told you before, Julius Malema even came and proposed it and came and speak it out that yes, indeed, there are a group of people, including some businessmen, who have to come and propose to Floyd Shivambu about him contesting against Julius Malema. So the fight we are all getting to see here, it was all about the leadership in the EFF, whereby some people who want to take over Julius Malema. At the same time, Julius Malema, a man who still believes, saying that no, he's still young. You guys still remember what Julius Malema had to say back then when he spoke about after the elections, when the President Cyril Ramaphosa had to announce the government of national unity. Julius Malema had to come and say that
We are not going anywhere. It's corner. And we are in all legislatures, by the way, comfortably. All of it, all para too much. We are in this thing for a very long time. Ours is a generational mission. Ours is a generational mission. There is no one on this table who is 60 years old on this table. So we are here for many years to come. If President Zuma can do it at 82, just not even 50 on this table. So if President Zuma can do it at 82, it means you are going to wait for me until I turn 82. Because I will be here. If President Zuma can hold it until then, CD, I'm not going anywhere. I'm with you.
it seemed like this message or this word that Julius Malema had said, it was not sitting okay with the former deputy president of the EFF, Floyd Shivambu, because already it was kind of like Julius Malema saying to him that no, I'm still young, I'm still here, I'm still gonna stand and contest against whoever who want to challenge me. On the other side, you are having Floyd Shivambu, who had already the envy of becoming the president of the EFF, but he could not be able to be patient again for the next 15 or 20 years to come in order for him to become the president of the EFF. And at the same time, he did not have that enough, guarantee that you're still gonna resist in that position of deputy president, because it seemed like they were already preparing someone else to come and replace him. So the only things that destroy him here is for him to accept to go and be in other EFF oppositions, as we are seeing both Dalimpofu and the Gadis, these other former head officers of the EFF, as they are busy continuing with their different activities, whether it is through their provinces or other positions among the EFF political party. So Floyd Shivambu do not want that. He wants something bigger than that. And obviously, that's the reason why he had to leave, because he could see some other opportunities which are coming from these other political parties, such as the MK.
What of the MK? I mean, a big gain for them. I mean, a lot of people speculating that, in a sense, to put it politely, the AFF has lost capacity. They use cruder terms, the brain has left and what have you. But what about the MK? I mean, do you think this is a scoop for them? And would you speculate that they came hunting for Floyd, or Floyd went looking for them?
Well, we published an interesting piece in the ST in the Sunday Times this past weekend, where essentially the explanation is that the deputy president of the EFF went looking, went hunting for people to reinforce the Red Berets in KZN.
Yeah.
And, found one leader here and some, but the thing turned on its head.
Sure.
with the hunter becoming the hunted. And so as soon as former President Zuma announced that he's available on that December 16 to lead the MK party, Floyd then became the hunted. And that has now ended with Floyd leaving his own party to join the MK party. But for me, there's no doubt that it's a plus for the MK party. The MK has struggled publicly to position itself as an organized party. When I say organized, I don't mean their ability to go and get voters here. I mean, to run things in a way that appears, orderly. They've had the Secretary General who was fired and then reinstated, then fired with immediate effect, and then they've had people going to Parliament, and others are told to step down. They don't step down. They threaten illegal action. There's like a lot of chaos within the organization. So you need a stabilizing force, and the thinking is that Floyd will bring that to the party. The party, as we went to the May 29 elections, the issue was, what policies does, where is a manifesto that articulates the issues for the party, and so Floyd is supposed to come in and plug those holes and provide some kind of thinking around policy, hopefully not just his own thinking, but talking to the people within and the leadership and the members to stitch together something that will be coherent, that articulates what the party stands for and how it distinguishes itself from the other parties, and hopefully in Parliament. That's another terrain of struggle for MK party, where it has battled to articulate its position and has battled to essentially just take that opportunity there, given the void that's left by the DA becoming part of the GNU, that we are the official opposition. And so the Judge President Hlophe, a great guy, a great mind, there's issues that he has with the law that led to him being there, right? But the question is he able to channel his great mind to become this very strong voice of opposition within Parliament? Is he that? And the answer has been, he may be great at writing academic documents and being a great judge when he's not pursuing politics within the courts. But insofar as being a leader of the opposition in Parliament, he's struggling with that. And so the thinking is Floyd will not just help with the policies and the other things. He'll get in Parliament, and he'll be somebody who's familiar with the workings of Parliament, where he has served for many years. And he'll then become that voice for the MK party in Parliament, articulating the issue.
Before we go to a break, do you then not buy the theory, right, that he actually is going there with no position being promised to him, which is what the MK spokesperson has been telling the nation, that no, it's not discussion, he's coming as a member and we will use his talents wherever the party deploys. Do you buy that story, or there must have been a proper discussion about you are leaving position as deputy president, you are coming here to do something X, Y, and Z?
To some extent, I buy it, and to some extent, I don't. Obviously, obviously, Floyd Shivambu is not going to be an ordinary member, branch member in MK. For the reasons that have already been articulated, he is able to add significant value to MK, probably at a leadership level. But I'm not convinced that he's going in to become president of MK either. The question for me is actually a tale of two conferences, because there will be the EFF conference,
Yeah.
But presumably, the MK itself, once it has consolidated itself, will go to a conference. So what the positions are now, really are, quite frankly, pieces of paper. What really matters is that after the MK has consolidated democratically and has its first conference, who is then elected? And so there, I think that Floyd Shivambu himself will be thinking, if I can implant myself within the MK and prove my worth, then when democratic elections in the organization do arrive, then I'm in a good position.
So in simple terms, would you say that he then moved for personal pursuit of ambition, knowing that the conference is coming, and obviously Malema, is not yet president, so he'll stand again until another opportunity comes where he can actually stand for national office. Would that, in a sense, be part of the mix?
Well, look,
he was going to be either relegated to remain deputy for another 5 years, or not even make it to deputy.
Look, the number of different theories out there is as voluminous as political parties in South Africa at this point. And quite frankly, I think the only people, or maybe the only person who really knows why this decision has been taken is Floyd Shivambu. But what I will tell you is what I think is most plausible. I don't think it's VBS. I don't think it's the Trojan horse theory. I think it is that, politicians want power, they want positions, and they want influence. And quite frankly, Julius Malema holds the predominant influence in the EFF. So does Floyd Shivambu want to be deputy president of the EFF for the next 20 years? Maybe, but maybe not. He has just built something with Malema from the ground up.
Yes.
And he looks at MK and he thinks, oh, here's an opportunity to do the same thing, but maybe with an even bigger reach now. I look at what I can do in the EFF and I look at where I am with this new opportunity, and maybe that's the more exciting and interesting one. That's what I think. But who knows? What is clear is that with MK in its nascent form, there's an opportunity now for someone to come in organizationally and drive things forward.
That is politics for you. Politics will always have these things of giving you power, and politicians enjoying having power and positions, because without power and positioning yourself among your political party or your political activities that you are having, trust me, you are nothing. And that's why you see politicians, they are willing to do anything in order for them to remain in power. Politicians, they are willing to sacrifice anyone in order for them to protect their own interests. And right now, Julius Malema feels so betrayed because someone such as a Floyd Shivambu or these other EFF members, well, you will see that these people, they know a couple of things about Julius Malema. They know how Julius Malema operates. They know Julius Malema's strategies. They know Julius Malema, his move. They know that if he say like this, it's going to react like this. Because there are people whom we even grew up with Julius Malema together. So these people, obviously, they know a couple of things, and this is going to affect the EFF in a lot of things. Now, what is it that the EFF and Julius Malema need to do right now? Guys, you need to take this very serious. I'll keep on giving you guys example. I said a lot of politicians who've been betrayed by their friends, if they don't kill them immediately, they will survive for a short period of time. Because maybe some, they had been poisoned, some, they will try to find something to destroy them. We have people such as Thomas Sankara, the example I gave you. We have people such as Patrice Emery Lumumba, who was also betrayed by Mobutu Sese Seko. We have people such as, who's this one here? There are so many of them. Even including Laurent Gbagbo from Ivory Coast. He was also betrayed by Ouattara, who seemed to be his friend for so many years. So this is how the world of politics works. And once they betray you, you need to stand on your feet and try to put everything in order. And I like it when Julius Malema, in this a meeting that he had with the ground force of the Gauteng, he had to change things around and cancel each and every decisions that the former deputy president had took. He had to take everything in control so that it should not go the missions maybe which the former deputy had put on place should not go ahead and succeed with everything. He cancelled everything and took it to the back, because that's what even head of states in Africa does. Whenever they fail a military coup in their country, I'm telling you, it is something that it won't go in vain. You'll see the president of that country, they'll try to change things around, they'll make some changes among the high profile officers, whether it is through the justice, whether it is in the military, they'll change everything around. You guys, we can have an example for Republic of Congo with the President Tshisekedi as well, who survived a military coup, and after through that they've been arrested. You guys, you saw how he went around and made some changes. We can go on with this kind of example for so many places. Even Nkurunziza from Burundi, the former Nkurunziza, president of Burundi, who died when he survived that military coup when he was in Tanzania. The moment he went back in Burundi, he did not just keep and sit and relax and say that, okay, since I survived, I'm here now, nothing will gonna happen. No, the man, he had to make some serious changes because there are some people who might have already been poisoned and they did not want to see you there. So once you survive that kind of military coup, you make changes, and that's how it makes. And what Julius Malema survived right now, it is what we call political coup within the political party. Yes, someone such as Fred Shivambu leaving the movement just like that, something that they had started together. You heard Julius Malema saying very well that there were still going to be many people who will leave because these people are loyal to Fred Shivambu.
Fred is not the only one. Jimmy Manyi has also resigned to go and join MK. And there will be many others who are going to leave the EFF because they've got their loyalty and support to the deputy president.
That simply means to say that it was all well prepared. Yes, Fred Shivambu knew very well that he was going to move out and he was going to have people who will follow him. Proof to that, see Julius Malema again explaining on how some people, some members of the EFF, whom having this kind of quietness concerning these matters, they did not comment about it, they did not say anything about it. And here he was referring to people such as Dr. Ndlozi and other EFF members who they have even to identify their positions through their family members, or should I say their wife or their children, when one of the person informing that no, my move to MK political party is the best things that I'm making right now, and some of the EFF members or family members, they have to come and approve and support these kind of things. So you can tell already that this is something that which has been circulating for some times now within the EFF, and some people they were aware about it. They knew that we'll leave this movement anytime soon. So Julius Malema was not surprised about that, but the good things he did is for him to come back and make sure that he take control of everything, make sure that showing all the fighters that is in charge of everything. Whatever happens already happened, it is in the past, they have to accept it and make peace with it.
Conflict. So we are where we are. Painful as it is, we have to accept it and we have to move on. It was unexpected. Some of our leaders shed tears this morning because it came as a shock and they've never seen it happening. So we accept it. There's nothing much we can do about personal decisions. When people take personal political decisions, that should never lead into enmity.
Yes, it was unexpected, not only to the EFF members, but to the entire country, including the Africans around the world, to see this kind of move, because whether we like it or not, these are the kind of things that will show that Africans were having a serious problem. Because Julius Malema, or whether it is Floyd Shivambu, these are people who've been preaching for the unity of Africa continent. Now, how can you be able to come and preach us about the unity of Africa continent when you're still having division among yourself, when you're still not speaking the same language when it comes to the unity? See, these are the kind of things that if it happened, especially in the case of Floyd Shivambu, what's he gonna say again to Africans? What kind of message is he gonna pass to Africans saying that no, we should be united, when we all know that he have to turn back on the fight that he's been fighting all for all these years? So you see already that we're having a serious problem as Africans, and that's not how things are supposed to be. But the most important thing is that we wish them all the best, and they should not lose focus on what they've been fighting for all these years. Let's just hope that they won't cross the red line by start now hurting each other physically or whatsoever. Let's just hope that the spirit of Ubuntu is going to continue to reign among them as they get to work for the benefit of people of South Africa and for the entire Africa continent. So that's what we can say. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for everything you are doing for us, for watching this video until now. It was very important that we come back to you and have this conversation with you. It was very important that we come and make you understand that no, what Julius Malema said in his words, in his speech, is not something that we can take it lightly. The man can be already poisoned already for sometimes now. And we think it's very important for him to go for a proper checkup, where they have to check up everything and see whether it's being poisoned already or not. Because I know a lot of politicians, they eliminate them like that. So if Julius Malema speak about that way, it is because it's also fear about his life. It's because he feel betrayed by his people that he trusted the most. He feel betrayed by the people that he will stand up and leave his drinks behind, trusting them, knowing that no, these are the people that I eat and sleep with them every time. So now that these people, they had other ambitions to ward me or to destroy me, these people that they are able to do anything that my enemies can do out there. So here at Cool Buzz TV, we think it's a good idea for Julius Malema to go for a proper checkup by professional doctors who can check up the entire blood and the entire body to see exactly if the man is being poisoned or not, because we can't afford to lose someone such as a Julius Malema in Africa continent, because he played a very big role in the revolutionary of Africans around the world. So we wish him all the best. We wish him a good health, and we wish him a long life so that he can continue with the fight that he's been doing. The loot continue, and we will all behind him to support him whenever he does something good. Thank you so much again for watching this video, guys. But before you leave, make sure that you give us your thumbs up. We'll really do appreciate that. And if this is your first time to watch our videos and you feel like you can catch more from our analysis, well, it's very simple. Click that subscribe button so that you can stay tuned whenever we're here live. You'll be able to join this big family called Cool Buzz TV. So we really do appreciate you again. And those who've been watching us time to time, thank you for your support, whether it's financially. Thank you for your support, whether it's through the comment section. We really do appreciate that. And we say thanks to all our moderators who've been also looking after the chat. Thank you so much, guys. That will be all for today. For now, continue to be yourself, be good, be kind, have respect for everyone in order for you to be respected. May God bless you all. I'll see you again very soon in our next video. Ciao, ciao.